It's an evening where I'm outside just in a short sleeve. I'm excited. And there's still flowers. In fact, there's more. Because one day of warm is enough to finish off some daffodil popping. This one that got frozen is still bright yellow and laying in the mud. I'm thinking I should probably pick some of them and put it in a vase. One of these antique ruffles is starting to unwrap itself. These all stayed upright just fine through the snow. And yeah, the leaf buds on this raspberry are, that one's very much alive. The other side, not so much. It's alright. They spread quickly. Let's see, where is the, this a different one. Huh. I can't find my sow thistle. It was here. Maybe something other than me got to eat it. Bummer. It was totally here. Got a couple of tulips coming up. The front yard has a little bit more in the category of snowdrops that still look alright. The backyard, a lot of the snowdrops are turning to seed. Like this one's gone to seed. And that one's starting to. That one's definitely just seed pod. And that might be because they're so close to the stone. They may have warmed up a little quicker than the others. But see, these ones are still really cute. It's just kind of a mishmash of points in the life cycle. Let's see, we have really good results on the strawberries, despite all the times that you saw me shoving them back under the ground because they had jumped out. This one's starting to get green. That's green. This one's green. That one's green. Let's just see if there's any that don't have green in them. That has green. That does. That one does. That one does. I didn't plant any in this one because I ran out. Okay, this one died, it looks like. Oh well. 1 out of 10. Okay, fine. It's less than 10% attrition. I can handle that. Over here. Oh, there's actually like... Can you see the bugs? Yeah, you can see the bugs. There are bugs. I'm not entirely sure what they are. They might even be like mosquitoes or gnats. They're moving really fast. I'm thinking they're gnats. These are all daffodils that were open during the snow. And there's one opening over there. The rest of these are just starting to get ready. In addition to the ones out front, there are hyacinths back here. Big clump of them, and they're that gorgeous dark purple color. I really like the purple ones because they go through so many stages of colors as they open. They start off like really dark purple and lighten up as they bloom. There's another daffodil blooming. And a big clump of what will soon just be seeds. Those ones saw through the winter. My pile of sticks is still just sitting here. My bad. Yeah, the crocuses, again, did not do so well through through the snow snap. I think it's just the weight of the snow on those delicate petals. Most of these weren't open in the snow, except I think this one that's flopped over. These are newly open but had snow weight on them, so they're facing downward. These were open during the snow, as were those, and this one, and those over there. You can see the neighbors kept their kale going all winter. I'm pretty impressed. These poor, sad little crocuses. They've had better years, that's for sure. The cherry's doing great. To the extent that I'm gonna have to reduce these extra buds down to one stick, because it's gonna be one immensely overcrowded cherry tree if I don't. So, my couple of holes ready for things to arrive. Whole big group of, these are the white ones. There's tons of white ones. And that one was open for the snow back in there. Pretty soon we'll have the flowers for the blackcurrant or jostaberry. I think it's a jostaberry, though it was sold under the name blackcurrant in 2002. 2001 maybe. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't have record exactly, because I think I was only 20 when I bought that, and it was at Dad's house. So it's hard to say. So that's the garden right now. The neighbor's kale did great over the winter. I'm very impressed. I'm sure that wouldn't necessarily be true any winter, but it's definitely true this one. And I can't wait to see how many of my rhubarbs made it. I can already see this one has tiny little bits, and that does. Can't tell over here. Look at how overcrowded that daffodil bunch is. This, oh look. That one's doing great. You can see how this one's coming up just like a little red twig. So a lot of these are rhubarbs. I'm hoping even more of them are, but even just that many is really good. And then over here there were a lot of rhubarbs I set down too. See if there's signs of those. So far I don't see anything on this side. Legit nothing. But this one that I set down into the ground a little better seems to be okay. The one on the other side might not be. We'll see how that does. I hope it's okay, because it was okay until I unheaved it. Look at how fuzzy the moss is. That is some seriously fuzzy moss. And my green glass. This is the small tree, medium-sized tree that I cut back. I'm going to be putting hedges in for the neighbors along this row. Oh, here's a sow thistle. Yeah, something else must have eaten the other one that I had. That's a shame. Can't wait to have more of those. That was just delicious. like, wow. So yummy. The sage is doing fine. And I'm gonna have to trim the asparagus junk down to the ground pretty soon. It kind of helps protect it over the winter, though, from everything I've researched on it. And I've been reading a book called Farming the Woods recently, which is a really in-depth look at forest farming, which is something I'm basically recreating a structured, intentional forest-like structure here, but I'm also thinking that up that hill at the top there's a long access path for the electric company that's flanked by unowned forest that I think I'm going to start tucking little bits of trees and stuff into in time as well. So that's all, like, they're just ideas, I suppose. I'm not sure. We'll see. But that's where this is at. Even the sunchoke, I could probably harvest this right now, even. I've heard that sunchoke is at its absolute sweetest at the first pipe of spring. So I might do that. And there's the Joe Pye that I'd really mostly like to move. It's knocking itself down. I love when it does that. It's so cute. Yep. This is... Oh, then we have Grecian wildflowers coming into bloom as well. I think that's enough of a tour for today. It is the spring equinox, so happy Ostara, everyone. Bye.